And joining me in studio is Deputy National Coordinator for the Black First Land First movement, Zwelakhe Dubase. Thank you so much for joining us here at in studio in Morning Prime. If the EFF say the DA is a lesser devil, how does this fly in the face of the land policy? You know, the DA will never budge on their policy of entrenching the land rights of most of its supporters. Is the EFF lying to us about their land policy by voting for the DA?
The EFF will never engage on the land question, primarily because the EFF has been in London last year. So the EFF, with making a coalition with DA, it's now clearly that it has its own London handlers. The DA and EFF are lying on the same bed with DA. And the land question, remember the 7 cardinal pillars of EFF, they've amended them. The first one was about the land. So the land question with the EFF is not going to happen anytime soon.
So then who is the real give the land back to its owners party in South Africa, do you think?
The EFF, if it was a revolutionary movement, as it has been spilling out rhetoric all the time, it should have made the ANC on its knees and discuss and force the ANC to bring back the land to the rightful owners, which are the black people of the country. And the only thing that the only party that is right about giving back the land is the black people themselves. The communities must mobilize themselves and take back the land as necessary.
And for those who voted for the EFF, you know, hoping that they will get their land back, what is likely to happen to their support, those who voted for the EFF, based on that?
Those who voted for the EFF, in this coalition thing that is happening with the DA, some of them, it's likely that they will see the truth that Julius and EFF is lying to them. Some of them who joined the EFF knowing and wanting the land, wanting change, radical change, inclusion into the economy, they will realize and leave EFF.
And when should South Africa begin to address this land issue before it becomes, you know, a destabilizing factor in the country?
The land question should be the very first thing to be addressed by all South Africans, because we can never have this situation whereby 80% of the land is still in the white hands and 97% of the economy is still in the white hands. So such discussions should be on the table always.
And now, in your opinion, should we write off the EFF as a party that is able to deliver, you know, promises on the land question?
True that, because the EFF has been rhetoric in many things, and many contradictions have happened with the London question. Remember, the EFF promised before going to London that they're going to occupy ABSA. Even today, they have not occupied ABSA. Julius has a way of saying this and doing the other thing. When Julius meets white people, he promises land. He promises that is not going to take land that is in use. So that is a problem on its own. When he meets black people, Julius will tell you that you must occupy land. That thing alone is a problem, because remember that if he says to white people they must take 20%, is actually lying, because the 12% of the land in this country is the most fertile land. It's what gives us food every day. So if he says that white people must keep 20%, is still selling out on his own people.
Speaking about these contradictions, Malema says that they are not a party obsessed with seats and power. Are we to take him seriously about delivering the land back? He cannot do any of that without sufficient political power. Therefore, he does want power and seats.
Malema is a good liar in terms of Malema. The only thing that Malema is after is money. Is being handled by London to just get money for himself and the leadership of the EFF. That is all. It's not about emancipation of black people and their liberation. It's only about his money gains only.
And then lastly, before we let you go, because you are from Black First Land First movement, tell us more about this movement and what you aim to achieve, especially after these polls. Black
First Land First revolutionary movement. It's an only black organization which is ideologically clear. It's a pan-Africanist black consciousness about black people, about black people's agenda. It's a movement that's clearly it stands on black liberation. That if black people come join BLF, they will going to address the land question. We're going to address the housing question. We're going to address the food question as well. And BLF is now growing its membership up to 10,000. And to access BLF, you can easily go to www.blf.org.za and easily like our Facebook page, Black First Land First. Then that's when we've got our online publication called Black Opinion that you can easily access our news
and find out more information. Thank you so much, Mr. Dubase, joining us here in studio, talking about the EFF coalition and with the DA and whether that will last. Moving on now to